Good morning. Today we'll start with the chemical reactions. In actual combustion process, it is a common practice to use more air than stoichiometric amount to increase the chances of complete combustion or to control the temperature of the combustion chamber. The amount of air in excess of stoichiometric amount is called excess air. The amount of excess air is usually expressed in terms of stoichiometric air as present excess air or present theoretical air. For example, 50% air is equivalent to 150% theoretical air and 200% excess air is equivalent to 300% theoretical air. Of course, the stoichiometric air can be expressed as 0% excess air or 100% theoretical air. 150 means almost 1.5 times and 50% more air, and 300 is almost you can say 3 times the theoretical air. So amount of air less than stoichiometric air is called deficiency of air. Suppose 90% theoretical air is equivalent to 10% deficiency of air. The amount of air used to combustion process is expressed as equivalence ratio, which is the ratio of air actually fuel air ratio to stoichiometric fuel air ratio. So stoichiometric fuel ratio is required just to produce the sufficient combustion, which is complete combustion. Actual fuel ratio we will discuss. A commonly used device to analyze composition of combustion gases is Orsat gas analyzer. In this device, a sample of combustion gases is collected and cooled to room temperature and pressure, at which point its volume is measured. The sample is then brought into contact with a chemical that absorbs CO2. The remaining gases are returned to the room temperature and pressure, and the new volume they occupy is measured. The ratio of reduction in volume to the original volume is the volume fraction of CO2, which is equivalent to the mole fraction if ideal gas behavior is assumed. The volume fraction of other gases are determined by repeating this procedure. In Orsat analysis, the gas sample is collected over water and is maintained saturated at all times. Therefore, the vapor pressure of water remains constant during the entire test. For this reason, the presence of water vapor in the test chamber is ignored and data are reported on dry basis. However, the amount of H2O formed during combustion is easily determined by balancing the combustion equation. So you can see here, before it is 100 kilopascal, 25 degrees Celsius, gas sample including CO2, and which is 1 liter, and total volume is 1 liter. So after this gas is cooled and CO2 is absorbed and removed from this chamber, then 0.9 liter is the volume of the chamber and gas sample without CO2. So it means 0.1 is the fraction of the CO2 in this chamber by the mole. So take example here, where ethane C2H6 is burned with 20% excess air during a combustion process. So C2H6 is burned with 20% excess air. It will form CO2, water, oxygen, nitrogen. So the air fuel ratio and the dew point temperature of the products we have to find. The fuel is burned completely with excess air. The air fuel and the dew point of the products are to be determined. So C2H6 plus oxygen plus 3.76 nitrogen, where ATH is your stoichiometric coefficient for air, and 2.2 because we have used 20% excess of oxygen, so it will become 1.2. Products of combustion, it will be CO2, 2 molecules of CO2 because here we have 2 carbon atoms, 3 H2O because this is total 6 hydrogen atom here, so it is total 3 into 2 6 hydrogen atom, and for 1 hydrogen molecule you need 1 oxygen, so total 3 oxygen are consumed here, plus whatever the air which is left because we are using excess of oxygen, so 20% of oxygen is left plus 1.2 into 3.76 theoretical nitrogen. So this is because the nitrogen is non-reactive gas, so the complete nitrogen will come as in the products. Where A theoretical is the stoichiometric coefficient for air, we have automatically counted for 20% excess air by using the factor 1.2A instead of A theoretical for air. So balance this both side. So 2 plus 2 this is a 1 oxygen molecule and 2 oxygen molecule are here. So 1.5 oxygen molecule is here plus 2.2 A theoretical oxygen molecule here. So sum of this will come equal to total 3.5, which is oxygen here. So this 3.5 is equal to 1.28 theoretical. You will get, substituting this A theoretical, which is 3.5 in here, you will get this complete chemical reaction. Now what is air fuel ratio? That is mass of air divided by mass of fuel. Now mass of air is, we had 4.2 into this total kilomole, that is 3.76 plus 1, that is 4.76, and we know air, oxygen, nitrogen combination contains average 29 kilogram per kilomole. Mass of fuel is, 2 carbon atom, 6 hydrogen atom, so 2 kilomole of carbon multiplied by 12 kilogram plus this is your 6 hydrogen, or you can say 6, total 3 into 2, 6 kilogram of hydrogen. So your air fuel ratio is 19.3 kilogram air per kilogram of fuel. Means we are using almost 19.3 kilogram of air for 1 kg of fuel. The dew point temperature of the products is temperature at which water vapor in the products start to condense as the products are cooled at constant pressure. The dew point temperature of a gas vapor mixture is saturated temperature of the water vapor corresponding to its partial pressure. To calculate dew point pressure, we will use that the pressure exerted by vapor and pressure exerted by products is proportional to the number of moles. Means whatever the pressure of the vapor and whatever the pressure of products, that is proportional to the number of moles. So total number of moles of water in the products is 3, so you can write 3 here, and total of our moles of product is, that is this 2 moles of CO2 plus 3, 5.7 plus 15.79, which will 21.49, multiply the pressure of products. So pressure is 100 kilopascal given, so you will get 13.96 kilopascal, that is pressure of vapor, and corresponding to this pressure from the property table or steam table you can find that the dew point temperature is equal to the saturation temperature at 13.96 kilopascal, which is 52.3 degrees Celsius, or you can say which is also the boiling point of the water at 13.96 kilopascal pressure. Combustion of gaseous fuel with the moist air. So you can see this is your combustion chamber. Fuel and air will come, and after burning you have the products of combustion. A certain natural gas has the following bottom-line analysis: 72% methane, this methane is 72%, 9% is hydrogen, 14% is nitrogen, 2% is oxygen, 3% CO2. This gas is now burned with stoichiometric amount of air that enters the combustion chamber. This will burn with air at 20 degrees Celsius whose relative humidity is 80%. Assuming complete combustion and the total pressure of 1 atmosphere, determine dew point temperature of the products. So we have to find the dew point temperature of the products. Now this this fuel is burnt with the stoichiometric amount of air fuel ratio. So stoichiometric amount of moist air. So we will have to find the first stoichiometric amount of moist air, because you can see air is moist air. So we have to find stoichiometric amount of air. So you can see the saturation pressure of water at 20 degrees Celsius 2.339 kilopascal from the table, because this air contains moisture which is 80%. So definitely this moisture have some saturation pressure, that is 2.3392 kilopascal. We now consider that the moisture in the air does not react with anything, it simply shows up as additional H2 in products. So whatever moisture in air does not react, it will show as a products. So therefore simplicity, we balance combustion equation by using dry air and then add moisture later to both sides. So here first we will start with the dry air. We don't now consider the moisture content here. Later on we add it by assuming that it won't react either on this side or either on this side. It will go as it is in the products. So this is 70% of methane, 0.09% hydrogen, 40% for fuel, nitrogen, 0.02% oxygen, and 0.03% you can say 0.03 of the CO2, which is 3% oxygen. So this is the amount of fuel, plus this is the dry air, oxygen plus 3.76 nitrogen, where ATH is your stoichiometric air for complete combustion. The products is CO2, water and nitrogen. Now balance this on both sides. The carbon here is 0.72, here is 0.03, and it is equal to this X value. Now X from this equation you will get 0.75, means we need 0.75 of carbon. This means we need 0.75, which is total carbon here, 0.72 plus 0.03, which is 0.75. Then we have to find hydrogen, balance the hydrogen on both sides. So this is here, that is 4 into 0.72 plus 0.09 into 2 is equal to, you have to here, that is 2 into Y. From here Y is equal to 1.53, means this amount is 1.53. Then oxygen, here oxygen is 0.02, here is 0.03, and here it is A theoretical plus X, or plus A theoretical is equal to X plus Y by 2. So when you solve it, you will get X and Y we had already calculated. A theoretical is equal to 1.465. So here oxygen molecules required is 1.465. Then again balance for nitrogen, which is 0.14. Then 3.76 ATH is equal to this value Z. So this is your nitrogen. So next we determine the amount of moisture that accompanies 4.76 A theoretical is equal to. So what we have, we will find we know that 3.76 plus this is 1, this is 4.76 of your air, multiply by this 1.465. So 6.9 kilomole of dry air we needed for the complete combustion, that is stoichiometric. We will find the partial pressure of moisture in air, and with the help of this partial pressure we can find the number of moles of vapor in air. Because we have to find, we must know that this is your air inlet at 20 degrees Celsius. How many mole of air, you can see number of moles of water is contained by this air. So that we can find, we can add here into the fuel, and we can add on this product side to get the complete chemical reaction with the moist fuel air. So we will find first that we know vapor pressure of air is equal to relative humidity multiplied by pressure saturated at 20 degrees Celsius, which is 2.33. The partial pressure of you can say, or pressure of the vapor is equal to 1.871 kilopascal. Now pressure and number of moles are related. So ratio of pressure of air to pressure total is equal to number of moles of vapor divided by total number of moles in the total number of moles. So total number of moles we are already calculated, which is so this is number of dry air, so 6.97 plus this is number of mole you can say vapor, and pressure is given, we had calculated here, and the total pressure which your air enter is your atmosphere pressure, which is 1.1325. From here you will have calculated how much number of vapor, how much mole of vapor is entered into the air, that is 0.131 kilomole. Now we can add this much amount of mole into the both side, means this much amount of water on the both side, means on the reactant side this side 0.131, and on the product side this side. So this is the balanced combustion equation is obtained by substituting the coefficients determined earlier and adding 0.131 kilomole of H2 to both sides of the equation. So after adding 0.131 on both sides, we get this is the final equation here. Now we have to find what is the dew point temperature of the products, means these are the products, they leave the combustion chamber and they contain vapor form of water. So we have to find dew point of temperature, means at what temperature they will start to lose vapor, and the vapor is present in this combustion will start to convert into liquid form. So we will find partial pressure of water vapor in the combustion gases. We will find the partial pressure of water vapor in the combustion gases. So pressure of vapor in products is equal to, again it is proportional number of moles, number of vapor moles in product divided by total number of moles in product multiply by pressure of the product. So pressure of product is atmospheric, because the gases leak the combustion chamber atmosphere. pressure, and you can see here this and this is your total number of moles of the products, 0.75 plus 1.66 plus 5.64, which is here, and the moisture moles is here 1.661, and after solving you can get the vapor pressure, which is 20.88 kilopascal. So corresponding to this pressure, what is the dew point temperature? That is, dew point temperature is equal to temperature saturation at 20.88 kilopascal, which is 16.9 degrees Celsius. So this is up to here about the products of combustion, their dew point temperature. Subscribe this channel, like this video, and thank you for watching this video.